Hey everyone, welcome to Habitat Triage on Tuesday, May the 8th, 2018. Let me share my screen and we can get started. Oh, what? No. Actually, if I send somebody a link, can they share the screen? Because I think I actually opened in Wayland. And Wayland doesn't support screen sharing. Hold on. No. This is what I get for not testing this. All right, I just sent it to you, Josh. Since you're my goalie partner in crime.
Hold on one sec.
It looks like, so Josh, just so you know, I didn't apply any filters. In fact, I'm going to post this in a general also, so anybody else can follow along. Oh man, I just saw myself pop up in your box. There we go. It's weird. It's weird seeing my face back at me. Also, if you're talking, you might be muted.
That's weird. When I share the screen, I can't like flip back to the Hangouts thing to unmute.
Oh, weird. Well, we'll just unmute now and then. I wonder if they. Oh, also. Boom. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Cool. All right, I tinkered around with it and got it working. Sorry about that. All right, so let's kick it off with the first. It looks like there's an RFC. Have a flag to advertise service groups on a local network using multicast DNS. Aha. Somebody wants to get fancy.
That's you want to make sure your sort is set right. That may be fairly oldish.
Yeah, it is. It's from. I mean, I can sort by newest first. I just assumed that we were going to get through all these.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I thought we got through all of them, and that one's still there. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
All right. Well, I'll flip it around then, and we'll do newest first. So, have soup term doesn't clean up PID files. We're noticing that. Oh, yeah, that feels like a bug.
Yeah, seems like we should fix it.
Yeah. All right, labels, supervisor bug, and the vsoup. Cool. Let's see, when package version variable, and oh, hey, wait, that was fine. So I ran into this and I wanted to actually discuss it to see if everybody else thought that I was insane. But there's a function for package version and there's a variable for package version. And if they're both set, you get divergent behavior, where the package name that gets output, like the artifact, will get the package version function result, but the path that is constructed, like the runtime path for the artifact, gets the package version variable, which completely breaks any binaries that you have in your plan. So I think this is just a bug. I didn't know, like, my preference would be if both of those are set to fail, and just say, like, look, you've done something incredibly dumb. Please don't.
Is the package version function documented anywhere?
It is, yeah.
Oh, well, we should probably, I don't know if we should probably not have both of those.
Well, you want both in case somebody's setting it, and in case somebody's setting their version outside of the function. Like, you just want to set, like, my version is 001 instead of like what I was doing, which was like the get rev version. But if both of them are set, then you just get some weird behavior. And I didn't realize, it was an honest mistake on my part. I changed it from using the static package version to the dynamic one, and I just forgot to take the old one out. And so, but it led me down an hour-long yak shave of like, why can't I find my binary? Oh, it's because the path is wrong.
Yeah, I definitely think we want both. But the most obvious thing would be to have a check that says, are both in use? If so, say, hey, don't do this. This is going to break. This is dumb. You don't need both.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So so it sounds like if both of these are set, we just want to warn loudly or outright fail is the right expected behavior. Cool. Then I will move that over. I think that's actually Studio. Experiments. All right, cool. Implications of needing to share disk state between isolated services. Yeah. I think there's a lot of work that has to happen here, especially for the exporters. Right now, I don't think we even support composite packages for export.
Yeah, we don't. No, that's it's just not exported for Docker. Just
Right. So the underlying, if I recall correctly, Steven, this was because you wanted a template variable to like point to the static path, and then I started, and then I nerd sniped you, I think, into talking about isolation.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so as long as we're confident that that path never changes, it's kind of okay for that to be a static string in a default TOML. But I can think of a number of situations in the not too distant future when that may not be the case. So we just need to bear that in mind. Right now, it's not an issue because that is always the case. But
right.
We're pre 1.0. It could change anytime. If so, things will happen unexpectedly.
Right. Okay. Well, I think it's probably fine to move this. Like, we need, like, this will be something that we should discuss, and I think it's actually, if I remember, there might be a backlog issue or an epic related to habitat process isolation. All right, I'm going to throw it into that epic, and then mark it as feature. Probably be supervisor. All right. Does that seem kosher with everybody? I mean, I just almost attached every label, so I think I'm winning at label bingo. Let's see. Docker exports break on CA certs. Yep, that's because the exporters don't work on Mac OS X.
Yeah, it doesn't work on Mac OS X. That's just, you should get a warning that says that doesn't work. I mean, this won't work.
Yeah.
People seem to hit this fairly commonly, though. Should we do something more to kind of more, what's the word I'm looking for? More actively announce that this isn't something that's supported currently, rather than letting them sort of hit the ground hard and figure it out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we could use the config metric in, like, since the exporters are all written in Rust, like we could detect that you're running on Mac OS X and just bail out of the program.
Yeah, maybe it might make for a little less surprising, because I know.
Well,
this
actually,
come up every now and then.
That's not true, because what's happening here is the HAB package is installing, and it's saying, like, I don't know how to install an OS X. So we would have to figure out a way to say, like, you're not allowed to install HAB packages on OS X, but that's not always the case.
Okay.
I think it's a function of it not being entirely transparent that when you're running on OS X, you're actually running on a Linux container.
Right.
I don't know whether that's a documentation.
Yeah, I think I'm going to follow this under Doug. Oh man, all right. Scroll. Curse you, excellent ticket reporting. All right, I think that's with the client, and yeah, probably just the client. All right. Cool. Have help omits the butterfly subcommand. I think that's on purpose, but let's see.
I could be wrong, but I think this was done on purpose.
Yeah,
I think the omission is intentional there. So I don't know exactly the history about why that was the case, but I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna actually. I'm going to leave it in its triage just in case. Let's see. Error about missing had cache keys directory. It looks like Matt has already triaged this and is in analysis. So I'm just going to move that over. libsodium incompatible with my OS. Chris, it looks like you've commented on this one previously.
only to ask for more detail, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, which he did provide it.
I don't understand why it's even looking for a shared library, because I'm pretty sure the HAB binary is statically compiled.
Yeah, this is weird. On installation of what? I think we.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that.
What is his name? SHA. Is that right? Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, that.
All right, I'm gonna leave that needs triage too. Pull through archive service. So this is like a caching proxy?
Basically.
Okay. You have some experience with that, right?
Who knew?
Oh, it looks like I've already triaged this, but I didn't move it into the appropriate column. I mean, I think this is a good idea, and it would cut down on the transient failures and things like that when, SourceForge goes down. Or
I think it's also relevant to Nell's recent RFC.
Yes, yeah. Although that one makes me a little nervous, because if in her case Java goes away, like the upstream vendor stops supporting it, and we're constantly building off of a cached package, could just be pushing the problem further down the road. Maybe not. I guess if the version never updated or something like that. Like, we've got a copy of the artifact.
It's a nice pitch, though. Don't want your stuff to go OEL? Just use Chef, guys. They'll sort it for you.
Yeah.
Chef, maintaining EOL software forever.
Yeah, I thought that was CentOS's bag. All right, I'm going to move this into the backlog. And attach a vertical of vBuilder. All right, Salim, see you in 6 months.
Sure.
Sure. Election is never based on service health. Ooh, this one's an old one.
Yeah, I think we've touched on this issue.
Yeah.
Or different triages.
Did we? I mean, I think this is a fine request.
Is this definitely still the case?
I'm pretty sure. Although we don't have anybody on this call that directly works on the supervisor right now.
No, if Ian thought it was in January, I don't think it's changed since then.
Yeah. Yeah, well, since they're not around and I can commit them to work, maybe I'll just commit them to work. Actually, I think this is a good idea. Personally, that the health check should be factored into the election status. if for nothing else, it should probably alter the suitability hook of who can become the leader. If you fail the health check in the last, however long, your suitability for being leader goes down. So I think I'm going to put this, I'll leave the needs discussion on it, but I'm going to move it into the backlog. Cool, last one. This might be the shortest triage. All right, so have a flag to advertise service groups on local network using multicast DNS or similar. Yeah. I do like the idea of multicast. I mean, as a user, I like it. As a network administrator, I would despise it.
What's the problem this is solving?
The first peer problem of like being able for two independent supervisors to come up and discover each other without having to be told about each other. Sort of like when you stand up a new Elasticsearch cluster, you have the option to bootstrap them with multicast enabled.
But the first peer problem was more than just the discovery. There was also state.
What do you mean by there's also a state problem?
Just the gossip state and other things associated with the service group. I'm not totally sure if this would solve it. If it does, then that would be worthwhile.
Huh. So so you're saying that like whoever comes up, if they have to discover each other, they could have a disparity in who has the right gossip state and have to reconcile that?
Right, and what the bindings are, and the other things associated with just the service groups.
It kind of feels like it feels like a paradigm that we don't really embrace. Like that's not how we do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like this is like the way that we have it now is explicit, and adding this sort of functionality is more of an implicit.
Yeah, it feels a bit magic and also has the potentiality to go badly wrong.
As all multicast situations do. This is yeah, I'm tempted to close this one. I think I'm going to close it as a duplicate of 849. I don't know what we decided on 849. Let's see. It was open and accepted. So cool. All right. That's the end.
Speedy.
Yeah.
Well done.
We were super zippy. All right, cool.
All right.
Does anybody else have any issues in mind that they know that they need triaged? Nope. All right, awesome. I will see you all later then.
Okay.